Climax. Hi everybody, welcome. I think I'm live. I've pressed the button and I'm going to do something different. We've got a solar eclipse here. It doesn't seem to be, I don't think there's any picture coming through. Maybe it's coming through now. Not sure if you can see. Oh dear. This is what happens when you try something a little new. You don't know whether it's going to turn out all right. Been trying to get this right for quite a few hours now. Let's try that. Only now I can't see the live stream. Can't see what you're saying. Okay, guys, I'm just going to improvise because we've got this solar eclipse coming up in a couple of days, a really powerful solar eclipse in Sagittarius. And of course, December the 21st, this new Aquarian energy. And I thought it would be a nice idea to just show it you pictorially, because my wonderful soul family here in New Zealand, dear Eckhart and Rochelle, have kindly lent me their whiteboard and they've put some lighting in the room. And I hope that you can hear me clearly enough and see me clearly enough. So let me just check in the live chat whether you can or not. Let's just check that first. The only thing is I can't see it because it's too small. Noya Edda, thank you so, so much. Really appreciate your support at this time. So it's a wonderful time now as we build up to these last weeks of this year to be thinking about the bigger picture. And I feel as though with all this Sagittarian and Aquarian energy, Aquarian is certainly future looking. And Sagittarius is about having a wider perspective on your life. And if ever there was a great time to think about, what are my goals? What are my visions? What would I like to see during this coming year, 2021? 2020 always promised to be a life-changing year, according to the astrology. As astrologers, we were always looking, oh, January the 12th, that's the conjunction of Pluto and Saturn. And we've said for a very long time, it looked a little ominous as to what might be coming. Now, as we come to the end of the year, we're coming to what looks astrologically like fireworks. So let me explain it to you best I can, pictorially. So let's just see. I can't see the live stream, but I hope that you can hear me. So what's going on is that in Sagittarius here, we've got this solar eclipse. So sun and moon coming together, creating an eclipse, a total solar eclipse. So this is the Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius is about looking at your vision for the future. What's your vision for yourself? What are your intentions? What it is you want to create this coming year? Especially as we're moving into this Aquarian energy. And the Sagittarian qualities, this is the thing to think about. The Sagittarian qualities are generosity of spirit. It's ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter right now, ruler of Sagittarius, is in Capricorn, along with Saturn and Pluto, just for a little while longer. Jupiter at this last degree of Capricorn. So this is about practically expressing generosity. So you can donate to a charity. I'm going to go, especially at this season, I like to go and see if I can find an old home and go and play the piano, maybe play some Christmas songs and Hanukkah songs and holiday things to the people there. What is it you can do that would open your heart in a generous and giving way? So that's one aspect. You might want to write a letter or an email to somebody who inspires you. somebody who's supported you, who's given you love when you most needed it. Maybe you'd like to begin to smile a bit more. Sagittarius rules the clowns, the jokers, the funny people in the zodiac are very often Sagittarians. When I think of Sagittarius, I think of ho, 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 and a bottle of rum. Yes, it's very much like that big-bellied, almost Santa Claus-y energy. But it's that energy that you want to go out and embrace the world with. What are the qualities that you want to develop in yourself? Maybe you'd like to develop becoming more compassionate, being more vulnerable, being more consistent, being really inspiring, being grateful. These are all qualities. Sagittarius is about expressing these inspired qualities. What inspires you? Who inspires you? And to share that, to begin to share, maybe we can even create a group or a soul family joint intentions of what we'd like to create. Thank you, Lindsay. Leo woman, any love with a male Cancer by any chance? Well, anything's possible, that's for sure, but without looking at your chart, I really, it's difficult to be able to give you an answer on that. So Sagittarius, when I think of this Sag energy, it's about doing improvisation. I'm improvising today. I don't know how you like this, this chart, whether it's clear, whether it's clean. I certainly had a lot of help from Rochelle and Eckhart, who made it very nice and neat and tidy. The one I did before was certainly not as professional looking. So who can you smile at? Perhaps you can practice smiling a bit more, even through a mask, if you've got to wear a mask. We've got as well, there is this festival of Hanukkah. The Jewish people are celebrating, it's the third night here in New Zealand, the third night of Hanukkah. And some of the messages, it's the festival of lights, and I think maybe has some similarities with Diwali. And this is about showing you that a little light can dispel much darkness. That you only have to put a little light out and say a positive word to somebody. Say something kind to somebody. There was a lady checking out at the supermarket, and she'd forgotten a bag, and she had all this stuff, and I had a bag in the car. So I ran into the car and I just said, I think you might need that. And she was proper thrilled. Just something simple. Can you notice what somebody might need, and then just fill the gap? So always with Sagittarius, watch out that you are not going to extremes. I have to confess, I've noticed that coming from Greece to New Zealand, how slowly everybody drives here. Super slow. And serves me right, again, I was speeding. I wasn't going that fast, and it was down a hill. But before I knew it, there were police in my rear view mirror. And yes, I got a ticket and some demerit points for going too fast, for just, yeah. I mean, of course, in Greece, this would never be picked up. But it's different here. And what are the things I need to live within? Heidi, thank you for that. Many blessings to you. I appreciate you. So watch where you're going to extremes, or it might cost you. And also, who needs your blessing? Who could you send a blessing to? My dear Auntie Jenny, I mean, she's going to be 99 soon. And she rang her doctor She didn't really like to ask, but she said she was asking for something else. And then she said, do you think it might be possible for me to be on the list for the vaccine? Because she's really excited that that might be a possibility if she has the vaccine, that she might be able to go out and visit a supermarket or just go out for a little while. So she's really excited about that. So I think it's a time of looking at this energy, that what's going to happen on the 21st, which is the big energy. Lindsay, thank you, I appreciate that. Is that Jupiter and Saturn, never mind Mercury for right now, are going to go into Aquarius. So these are the three energies that are prevalent at the moment. The energy of Sagittarius, which is the energy of expansion, of growth, of moving beyond anything that you're necessarily comfortable with. And I can't say I feel comfortable doing this here because it's all a bit new. Thank you very much, SW Fish, I appreciate that. So this has to do with big vision, big thinking, kindness, generosity, positivity, finding a good attitude, no matter what is happening. Pluto is still going to be in Capricorn, so we are still going to do more big transformational changes in our banking system, our corporations, our governments, all this still going on. And here on the 21st, Jupiter and Saturn finally getting out of Capricorn and going into Aquarius. And Aquarius, the age of Aquarius, Aquarius has to do with new technologies, has to do with new communications, has to do with education for everybody and not for the few, has to do with communities coming together, finding our soul families. All of this is that vibratory feeling of Saturn and Jupiter coming together in Aquarius for the first time in 800 years. So it is a big deal. There are many celebrations and many meditations happening at the time of this 21st energy. I have to say many groups have approached me and asked me to promote them personally. And I've not wanted to upset any one person. So I've said no to everybody, but I am saying that there are massive celebrations, massive meditations. I may well do one as well if there's enough interest. If you'd like it, let me know, and we'll do an astrological and maybe Pleiadian meditation as well with all of these people to boost the energy. So this really of Aquarian energy is bringing out your individuality and standing up, not conforming with everybody else, but standing up for what is important to you. Not doing what is necessarily comfortable, that might be going along with the sheeple, but saying, no, this is really important to me, and I'm going to stand up for what's important to me. What's interesting about this festival of Hanukkah is each night we light another candle until we get to 8 candles. So the message is you keep increasing the light that you give, right? You give a little bit light and then you make more of an effort. How can I give a bit more light? What can I do to give some more light here to this situation? And the more you ask that question, the North Node in Gemini, the easier it gets. You begin to come up with some very creative ideas. And this energy of Aquarius is all about thinking outside the box, coming up with new ideas that have never surfaced before. And I do feel that this is going to be the start of these communities that many of us have been dreaming of, wishing for. And I think a lot of them are going to be online. Not all of them will be in person. I think that we can still what I'm hoping to do very much through these live streams particularly is for you to feel as though you're not alone. You've got a soul family. We are together. Lucy, welcome. Lucy's just joined. Woohoo! Thank you for joining. I mustn't be too excited because it's night here and Eckhart and Rochelle need their rest. Eckhart has to get up early, so I won't be too long tonight, but I just want to say thank you, Lucy, so much for joining. The Neptune square to the nodes. So we've got Neptune here, which is square to this eclipse coming up. It's a square energy. And the south node, the north node is in Gemini. So we've got this square energy to Neptune going on. And Neptune sometimes has to do with betrayals, falsehoods. And I don't know if some of you picked it up, but many of you helped me, but somebody was impersonating me on Instagram. And lots of you wrote to me saying, hey, are you asking me for money? Well, let me tell you, I will never scam you for money. All right. That is just not something that I ever do. And that's why many of you asked me, is this really you? And I got a lot of support, and that account now has been taken down on Instagram. So just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out for things that maybe are not within integrity. And it's been happening to Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand. She's been impersonated on Facebook. So it's happening to a lot of people here. But this Pluto and Capricorn energy that we've got going on until 2023-4 is going to really push, I feel, this energy of integrity, of honesty. And that there will be those that try to slip through the net with this Neptune energy. And I think they're going to be found out. So whoever's been lying, whoever's been hiding the truth, I think a lot is going to come out at this time. So the energy of Sagittarius, share your wisdom with others. Share your good fortune with others. The Aquarian energy is all about finding ingenious ways to share the gifts that we each have and to bring out more light. This is a time, not in the southern hemisphere, but in the northern hemisphere, when it's really dark, gets dark early. I remember in Manchester, where I'm from in England, it used to be dark at like 3:30 sometimes in the afternoon. So it's even more important now to spread that light energy. And in terms of gratitude, I love this quote from Denzel Washington, who apparently still carries around with him a tattered notebook with all the places that he was applying to before he got his first big break as an actor. And his quote says, "I pray that you put your slippers away under your bed in the night, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have to start on your knees to find them. And while you're down there, say thank you." So I just want to thank Lucy for being here. Thank you so much. She's asking you to like the video. I can hardly see. I'm on a small screen. No excuses. I'm just excited to be with you. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for all the generosity that you've certainly showered upon me. I hope that this is brought to you a millionfold back into your life. And for you to know that the ETs, the energy of Sagittarius and Aquarius, is very much ET energy, extraterrestrials, help from other realms is coming in more and more and more. So thank you for being here. Much, much love from my heart to yours. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate that. Much love. And bye for now. How to do that, I'm not sure.